Imagine going to a shop and asking the shopkeeper, "Can I have a jar of happiness, please?" Sounds crazy, right? Well, people saying, "I just can't find happiness anymore," or "there isn't any happiness around," sounds equally crazy. Do you know why? Because happiness is not a ready-made product that we can go and purchase. Happiness has to be created, and that power of creation lies with us. Many of you have asked me how I remain happy all the time. So I made this video to share my secrets with you and help you find happiness in these difficult times. Today, I'm going to help you create your own jar of happiness. Share 2 inspiring stories about creating a happiness mindset, and at the end of this video, I will give you 3 bonus tips about your jar of happiness. And somewhere in between, I will let out my own secret way to be happy on a dull day. So let's get going. Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat. Today is Friday and we are here once again with a happy video for you. Let's begin our simple 2-step process of creating our own jar of happiness. Step number 1, the center of happiness is I. One size does not fit all. When you choose your jar of happiness, you need to ensure that it feels uniquely you. Do not be influenced with what others like your parents or friends or your teachers, what they think is happiness. Ask yourself, what makes me happy? And hold on to that thought because we are now going to start filling out our jars. Step number 2, adding the ingredients. We're going to add 5 important things to our jar of happiness. But before we do that, I would like to give a shout out to Shubham Yadav, whose heartwarming message got so many likes from you. And if you want a shout out in my next video, leave me a message below with the hashtag ChetChatters. Ingredient number 1 into our jar of happiness is people. So pick the right people. A recent Harvard study has found a strong association between happiness and close relationships, like your family and friends, even your pets or plants. So if you want to live a full life, make sure you keep the special ones close. Get onto a call with your best friend, have a movie night with your sister, go for a date with your boyfriend, or play with your dog. It's not about the quantity of people you fit into your jar of happiness, but the quality of time that you spend with each one of them. The stronger these bonds are, the stronger your jar will be. Carefully choose the relationships you want to add to your jar of happiness. The second item in the jar is a happy place. A happy place is where you feel confident, comfortable, and energetic. It can be a space in your house, like your balcony. It can also be a more public space, perhaps like a football field, if you enjoy playing football, or perhaps an open mic event, if you enjoy singing in front of an audience. Identify these happy spots in your life and make sure to add them to your jar. My happy place is right here in front of the camera. What's your happy place? Let me know in the comment section below. Item number 3 into the jar is your happiness muscle. Now, if you have to develop a particular muscle of your body, what do? Right, you exercise or you go to the gym. Similarly, happiness is also a muscle, and that needs to be developed every day. So set aside a fixed time to do activities that make you happy. This can be anything from painting, playing the Rubik's Cube, cooking, or actually exercising. P.S. A good cardio exercise releases all the happy hormones your body needs. So put on your running shoes quite often. What I'm going to tell you next may be a little surprise. But sometimes happiness also lies in doing nothing at all. Just relaxing or taking a nap to recharge. And one activity that I strongly recommend is volunteering in any organization of your choice. This can be an animal shelter, a tree plantation drive, or helping your juniors in studies. There's a beautiful Chinese proverb which says, if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. Helping others is a great way to exercise the happiness muscle. So comment below and tell me your favorite activities that you can add to your jar of happiness. At number 4, sense the happiness. We often hear the wisest people saying that happiness is a state of mind. But is our mind disconnected from the rest of our body? It's just the opposite. We experience the world with our 5 senses, which then connect to our brain. So how can we make these 5 senses happy? See your favorite movie or an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Hear your favorite peppy song like this one. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Smell your favorite scented candles or the aroma of the rains. Taste your comfort food, maybe a box of cookies, or just put some peppy music and break into a dance. A bit like this. And if still in doubt, just hug it out. Happiness does not lie in things. It is found in moments, as Persian philosopher Umar Khayyam said. Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life. The 5th and most important ingredient in your jar of happiness is a happy mindset. While your 5 senses help in creating short-term happiness, your mindset will help you achieve long-term happiness. Here is where we make the move from hedonistic or short-term happiness to eudaimonia or long-term happiness. I'm going to give you 2 inspiring examples of this long-term happiness mindset. Do you know Arunima Sinha? She is the woman who was thrown out of a moving train while resisting a robbery. Her lower leg had to be cut off and replaced by an artificial leg. There was a whirlwind of negative emotions all around her. But what did Arunima do? She stopped the negative spiral by inserting a positive thought. While still in hospital, she made a resolution to climb Mount Everest. Yes, her mindset was that of flexible optimism. She accepted her reality and decided to challenge herself. She made the best out of the worst situation in becoming the first female amputee to climb Mount Everest. Arunima Sinha teaches us 3 important lessons. Accept what has happened. Be flexible to change and make the best use of the worst. Another person that I look up to is the most influential woman in the world, Oprah Winfrey. She keeps a gratitude journal where every day she writes 5 things that she is thankful for. These can be small little things like fresh flowers, food on the table, a friend or a place to sleep, and a healthy family. Her inspiring words are, if you concentrate on what you have, you will always end up having more. If you focus on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. This is my secret to lasting happiness and abundance mindset. At every stage of life, I've felt that I've received a lot, felt grateful and thankful for all the miracles. Try looking around you at people who are perhaps a little less privileged and fold your hands in a thankful prayer. And if you too want to build a happy and impressive personality for yourself, by the way, then watch this video and I will drop a link below. On that note, let's check if you've got everything in your jar of happiness. Relationships you value, your happy place, activities that fill you with joy, the sight, smell, taste and touch of what makes you happy, a long-term happiness mindset and a gratitude list. And above all, don't worry. In every life, you have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. So,
don't worry. Be happy.
Hey, and before you go, here are the 3 bonus tips. 1. Don't compare your happiness jar to anyone else's. Your happiness is uniquely you. As you grow up in life, what makes you happy might change. So keep your jar of happiness open to growth. And don't put a lid on your jar. And finally, happiness is not fixed in size. The more you share your happiness, the wider your jar will become. So share this video, share the love with me by pressing the subscribe button and grow your happiness. And see you next Friday and stay happy.